Alrighty, welcome into the stream. Starting up a little bit early here today. Welcome, we're doing more World of Tanks. Because I've been so dang busy during the week, I haven't really been playing this game, and so I do want to get farther in the Patriots season. I want to make sure that I can get everything possible. There's still 29 days left in the season, but I'd rather just set the time aside to progress here, and might as well do it on stream. So we're back on WoT Tanks for the third straight weekend. I did say we usually would be doing a rotation, but this is an exception, as I do want to break even on my investment of my free investment into this season. Apologies for missing out on the stream on Wednesday. It was a holiday after all. I was not 100% sure if I was going to be able to be able to stream on Wednesday, just because a lot of different things were going on, and I ended up not streaming. So again, the plan is this Wednesday we'll wrap up Modern Warfare 2, the original one, on veteran difficulty, to finally wrap up our first single-player stream series, and then we'll figure out what to play from there, maybe like Assassin's Creed 2 or something. But we're back on here with some more World of Tanks. I really have not been playing this game nearly as much as I wish I would have been. Like, again, these last couple of weeks have been so dang busy, not as much free time as I used to like just sit down and play World of Tanks for hours on end like I did in the past. And I've also really been back into Destiny 2. Destiny 2 has absolutely been just taking up a lot of my time, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I've been really enjoying getting back into Destiny. It's been a long time since I played it. I'm a big Destiny fan. I used to play the first one a lot. So it's been nice to get back into it, but you know, as a result, I have not been playing this game nearly as much as I probably should have been. So I will admit that wholesale, probably should have been playing this game a little bit more, but that's overall okay. You know, what can you do? I will say also that we're going to be doing a bit of a shorter stream, which is why I'm starting half an hour early. Of course, usually my schedule is start at noon, go for 3 to 4 hours. I am going to be ending today's stream probably closer to 2:30 my time, so by starting here at 11:30, that gets us about a 3-hour stream, a good time there as a result. Nice, drops are enabled, so if you're watching me while I play World of Tanks, I guess maybe earn some drops. I'm not quite sure how that works, because I wonder what the special promo is for now. That also might have triggered from when it still thought I was playing PC World of Tanks, and I reclassified to console, so I don't know. That's just a very Twitch issue, to be honest. But anyway, you know, I'm just rambling here, but again, I'm going to be finishing off the stream at about 2:30, so in about 3 hours, so still gives us a decently long stream here. The reason, International Association Football, dang it. Even though I know the U.S. men's national team is an absolute joke, it's Copa America, there's a game at 3, and I'm going to watch it, even if it's going to probably be an absolutely just disappointing beyond compare match, to be honest. So we'll see when we wrap things up again. That plan is in about 3 hours, but we're going to go ahead and play some World of Tanks today. We're still continuing on with Patriots Season 25. I'm at Stage 52 with 29 days left, so I still very easily could finish it, especially now that there's another whole weeks of challenges open for me to do. And then I'm also still working on the AMBT contract. I'm still on Stage 4 because I need to destroy a pair of tank destroyers and artillery with medium tanks. I know the roundabout is an option. I'm not going to bother because it's a Tier 4 mercenary tank destroyer. If I already really don't like the tank destroyers, the Tier 5 mercenary tanks, I can tell myself right now I'm probably not going to like a Tier 4 mercenary tank, so not really worth it. So we're going to continue on with the AMBT, we're going to continue on the season challenges, which of course, again, there's a lot of them, because there's a lot I have in reserve waiting to just be finished up, which will be nice, because once I start triggering those, get some good progress, to say the least. And so we're sticking with the medium tanks, and so that means we're going to start off with our Panther, and we're going to, might as well get right into it. Well, I hope you all are doing well on this, well, it's still Sunday morning for another half hour here. The weather here has been a lot nicer compared to what it's usually been. It's been triple digits for a good while, but now the summer storms are here. Yesterday was a heck of a storm. I was playing Destiny yesterday afternoon, and the storm sat right on top of my apartment for like 2 hours or so. For 2 hours, it was just a complete downpour. I looked outside on the street. It was actually flooding, and it was nice, though. I've missed the rain. I've missed the sound of thunder or lightning, though whenever I would see those big old flashes, I knew exactly that there was going to be an absolute massive thunderclap. So today, not seeming that it's going to be as bad in terms of the storms, if we even get any storms. The activity is supposed to be a lot calmer, so it'll be a little bit warmer as a result, but that's alright overall. I just like to hear me some good thunderstorms, man. So first match, Tier 8 battle on Overlord, and we're playing Encounter Battle, my bad Hellcat. And we're spawning on the beach, which is probably one of my least favorite spots to be on Overlord, so we're gonna not be down here very long. Already got T-92 and a Motherland already spotted down there. Jagdpanzer 4. T-34, you gotta know that there's nobody there to support you. You probably should back off. Okay. SU-100M1, not exactly the best guy to encounter on my own. There we go, got him to shoot. Okay, he's distracted. He's also trying to cap by himself, which is quite foolish, to be honest. Tracked him, not really that great. Tracked him again. Shots are not hitting where I want them to hit. And of course the upper glacis bounces. He's getting pinched anyway. Oh, Jagdpanzer 4, you made a crucial kind of a bit of mistake there to push out in front of a Firefly by yourself. T-34-3 is getting overrun on the beach by himself, which is no surprise. Alright, so I can kind of start capping here, just use a little bit of stealth. Or at least coax the Firefly back out, and immediately damage the engine. Let's go. Ah. Track is fine. Oof, I got hit by a big old shot right there. Not quite sure who shot it, but I am not going to stick around there to find out. Now I'd be quite unsurprised to see the beach squad rolling up behind me. Yep, someone's sitting right back beyond there. I can't see them. Alright, well, back to our capping shenanigans. So the Motherland's almost dead. The T-92 has a lot of health, though. There goes Thunderbolt. Hellcat's got a decent amount of health left too. Well, this is more than likely going to be a loss. Jagdpanzer 4. Yeah, it's just the final 3 of us. That Falcon T-92's having a rough time, not even being able to pin a Jagdpanzer. Flat Panzer. Yeah. No way we're gonna win that. Not by a long shot. Not the worst way to start off the afternoon, but a little underwhelming to say the least. Alright, Corellia, standard battle. That's something I can work with a little bit more. Still a tier 8, which, you know, it's a little annoying, but, you know, really at this point just doesn't matter too much. This is really just the typical situation. Alright. Come on, let's go. In about 20 minutes, the next round of the Euro matchups kick off. Kind of a big ol' international football fan, big ol' football fan, period. And right now is a real good time in terms of international football, because you got the Euros going on, you got Copa America going on, and then in a month's time we're going to be having the Olympics going on, and you know, it's a lot of good international ball, to say the least. But yeah, I'm going to have kind of a multicast going on. I think I'm going to have my tablet and one of my phones going, my old phone going, to have the broadcast up, because it's going to be 2 games at the same time, because you need the mat group stage. Oh my gosh, am I the only person on this flank? Oh lord. Well, it's good to know that my team is just all lemming training to the east. Yep, I've already been spotted. So I'm peace now. I'm not staying over here when there's no one else over here to support. No way, man. Well, let's see if they can actually do anything on that eastern end, or if they're just going to sit there and die one by one. There we go. It's Cromwell, which is probably one of the better options to have pushing over here by himself. But he's probably not going to be very much by himself. There we go. Centurion firing APCR, because that is, after all, the default. Cromwell picked a really bad fight. Low rolled him. And artillery now trying to take a chunk. So you had 3 medium tanks pushing together, at least on that flank, but then there's no one else on this side. So that's immediately a major problem. Because then, of course, on this side, they are pinned down by a whole whopping 2 heavy tanks and not doing anything. There goes a turtle. There he goes. And well, all of the enemy team's mediums are all together, swarming the base, whereas ours are starting to move in at the very least. Well, the Emil is just happy to go for the base, I guess, but not going to do a whole lot when we're already... Yep, there's the cap. And that Lorraine 5550, the already knows what's good for him. He's peacing out. Missed the shot, and now you got to endure a 30-second reload while our base is getting capped. And we still have a couple of mediums just taking their time, finally deciding to go out and try and defend the base. Dude, what does it matter if you're gonna cap? Oh my. No, whatever, you can try to cap, but we're still gonna lose this one. And what a surprise! The lemming train ends up having a loss because you can't just leave one big flank wide open. That was a very fast matchmaking, so on to Halfaya Pass. Oh hey, a tier 7 battle, that's something I can absolutely work with here. Hello there, Brumbar. Bye-bye. Churchill 7 on this side with me. Rep Churchill, he's gonna take his sweet time to get anywhere going. We're gonna start out aggressive here. We're gonna see if we can get some good shots from this little ridge line. Yep, Yak Panther spotted. Wild that shot destroyed both of my tracks. Spot Panzer's running. They're just all destroying my tracks. I'm dead here because I already blew the repair kit. But pretty much everyone on the enemy team is just sitting on this middle ridge right here. That's where they're all at, because there was like 7 shots coming in from everywhere. A bit of a slow start. Just feeling things out. Oh, very lazy Sunday here today. Rolled out of bed, ate breakfast, did a little bit of packing away, and oh wow, that's really unfortunate. Got lit on fire by a direct impact artillery shot, but at least he was able to put it out, because at least he wasn't too cheap to pack a fire extinguisher. And it happened again. That's mad unfortunate. Well, there goes Black Prince, just got cooked alive. There you go, boys. Alright, well the VK's not about to just drive off a cliff, which is good. T-43, he's maybe going to drive off a cliff. Yep, there he goes. Oh, why? That T-43 has the short barrel derp gun equipped. That's actually really funny. I guess to a degree it makes sense. You know, if you're top tier, it helps. But, like, that thing is so useless outside of a tier set. And right there, 28 damage. Only did 28 damage to the VK, who somehow can't pen. Oh man, how do you somehow bounce every single shot off of a T-43? The armor on that thing's somewhat trolly on some spots, but that's really unfortunate to bounce every single shot off of it. Well, although it looked like it was going to be a win, is turning out to be another loss. Wasted his shot, he's cooked. Then a lone M44 running around. Does only 100 damage or so to the T-29. Well, another tough loss there. Completed a weekly though, I can see that flash up right there. Oh, a couple of weeklies actually, that's nice. Should get me a good bit of progress on the... Yep, I'm on stage 53, so I moved up a little bit. Has now joined me. The vibes are immaculate this Sunday. You're shedding a lot though. It's hot, isn't it? Need to brush this cat later. There's so much fur coming off. Yeah, you definitely need to brushing. Don't mind the cat chatter. Need a good old brushing. So, tier 8 on Heilbronn, which isn't that bad of a map to be honest. There's a couple of stinkers in terms of opposing tanks, and it's a double RD battle, which is usually pretty annoying to be honest. So the RD Lorraine with D551, pretty tough one at that, and SU-14 one, which is also decently tough artillery. No fast shooters though, which is kind of a win, but still with 2 artillery can kind of negate any gain from that. So I'm gonna move over on this side so at the very least I have some fire support, because we got the Rheinmetall Borsig right here. See if he can provide some sniper support. I just realized I took the wrong way to get around this cliff. Alright, this is the way we go. Get some speed downhill. Try not to flip the tank. Alright. Oh, for crying out loud. Just my luck today. M41 Walker Bulldog out there was just doing some great spotting, and I just ran right into it. It also doesn't help that there's literally nobody on the team pushing. Looks like they're just going to sit on spawn, which is where this map kind of falls apart, because it is a map that is 100% geared a little too aggressively towards just giving everyone a hill to camp on and just spawn snipe at from. Well, we welcome you to gripping World of Tanks gameplay. It's called Our Team Sitting at Spawn and Playing Sniper, even our heavy tanks. Yeah, this is about as slow moving of a battle as I figured it was going to be. I just praised Heilbronn, and then immediately I remember this is the kind of battle that reminds me it's not the best. Because it's like, in my opinion, it feels like a little bit like Sand River. Because you have... No, not Sand River. This reminds me of, El Haluf, because you got two just massive high locations of high ground. You got this one valley in the middle. This map does have a little bit more cover in the middle though. And then on the west is your brawling area. Except the problem is that this map even more aggressively encourages camping in your spawn, shooting off of the high ground, because there is so much more cover. And you can't just cross-map snipe because it's a bigger map. So instead, what you get is one team, like my team, unfortunately, decides to just camp up here, thinking that that's going to work, and then you end up in the situation where all it takes is for the other team to actually push out of spawn, and all of a sudden you're starting to lose the battle. Because, like, you know, a couple of their heavy tanks pushed the city. Nobody on my team pushed city except for, I think, like a medium tank earlier, because they're like, no, I'll just stay up here and snipe. Our two heavy tanks just sat up here chilling. And so as a result, now we're suddenly starting to get bodied. Yippee. Well, let's see. So, Euro football has finally kicked off. Putting that on now. As we watch the remnants of my team get wiped out. Let's see. So we have the double cast going today for Euro football. I'll maybe react to them in the background every so often. But you got right now Switzerland, Germany, and Scotland versus Hungary, which is honestly a couple good matchups. Better than watching the petering remains of this team get slowly annihilated. Yep, another loss. So it looks like today we're starting off the we're starting tough. We're not getting the results that we usually get with the Panther comparatively. Alright, so we got Hidden Village, a tier 7 battle, which is honestly gonna be pretty solid, I would dare think. No artillery is a plus. Maybe could get myself a good match here against some tier 7 foes. Well, for those just joining in, we're just playing through the Patriots season on WoT Tanks console, just making our way through slowly but surely. Running around in the Panther right now to start off the grind. And I'm just trying to focus on getting the first win of the day, that kind of thing. We got a little army of heavies actually going into the village, which I don't really see very often, to be honest. Bold, I can appreciate it. Well, that AMX Chaffee, he's not seeing anyone yet, so I'm going to be fine to push up following him too. Spotted a Stug. Ah, there we go. Now we got some enemies. Absolution's a problem, focus him. And take advantage of the fact that their paltry little tier 5 guns can't do a whole lot against my lower glacis. Oh no, they immobilized me. See, this is the small little feeling of vulnerability I get from being a top tier in the Panther. Oh god, they keep blowing out my track. They can keep taking out the track as much as they want, but they're still not going to penetrate my frontal armor. We're just going to milk the blocking damage. There you go, y'all. Focus them down. Don't mind me. I'm just fine here milking block damage. How little I respect that Stug's little that little short barrel 37mm. Not 37, but the little KWK gun that he got on there. Just fire a volley at the War Crime Panther, might as well. Just took only track damage from the KV-1S. I'm just bullying these guys, man. The Panther has a really trolly armor scheme, I'm going to be honest, for tier 5s. The angling and the thickness is just too much. So onwards. Yeah, I just bounced that shot off of the Panther M10. Get some flanks on. Put some pressure on him. Somehow bounced that shot again. Take advantage of his mistake. Dang, he hit the ammo rack, that's not great. There we go. Good kills. Dang it. Almost got the accuracy down in time to shoot him. Where are these last little guys? The Slapjack and everyone, I think they're just all pushing through the village. Well, a great battle. 2,300 blocks damage and 1,800 damage done. So this is the kind of chaos I was hoping to stir up with the Panther. Looks like they're probably going to already be close to base. Yep, there's the KV-1 and the Yag Panther and the Slapjack. Oh, you're kidding me. What a low roll. 4 health left. There we go, get rid of him. Ammo rack hit on the Yag Panther, nice. There he goes. Another KV-1S, and there's Slapjack, which is honestly a bigger threat. Bounced the shot. There we go. Alright, KV-1S, come here. You don't want a piece of this. You don't want a piece of these hands. Ah, I was hoping to get a 5th kill. Give me the Kraken Unleashed, like, as if I was on World of Warships, man. Well, no surprise there. Top of the team with 2,300 damage dropped. Slapjack, mighty effort, but can get the win. 2,300 damage, 2,500 blocked. Oh yeah, that's a good battle. Oh, that's what I was looking for. A big stretch after that one. Let's see what we get medal-wise. Cool-headed, shell-proof fighter, fire for effect, hand of God, steel wall, and duelist, and a mastery badge 1. Receive damage on at least 1,000 hits and survive. Receive 11 hits. I received a lot of hits, that's for dang sure. I wish it would tell you like how many shots in total you actually blocked, but 2,500 blocked is pretty good. I'll take it. And so that finished off finally, stage 4 of the AMBT. A lot of stage completion right there. So that got me through stage 54, which also completed stage 53, which gives me a day of premium, which is very nice. And the next stage, I get a loot box. Yippee. A private war chest. Everyone's favorite mechanic of any online game ever, loot boxes. So that'll be fun. We'll see what we get out of that one. But challenge-wise, now stage 5. Deal damage to equivalent of 1.5 times the max health of my tank in 4 battles. Destroy 25 vehicles and earn 37.2k XP, which isn't very awful to be honest. It's a pretty doable margin to get there. Season challenges though. Almost done with the week 2 challenges. really good progress. I'm almost done with a bunch of the week 4 ones, and so let's move us on to the T43. Before I do that, let me make sure to plug in one of my things so that I can keep my Euro watch-along going. Because gosh dang it, I love me some football. Just gotta hope that these cruddy outlets doesn't unplug. Oh, you're kidding me. Come on. I know that outlet works. I've plugged in things to it before. Piece of junk. Apologies. Yeah, that outlet's just deciding not to work today. That's so fun. Love that. Garbage electrical work in this God's forsaken apartment. I'm gonna plug it in somewhere else. Alright. There we go. Let me just make sure it's actually charging. Alright, it is. Okay, sorry about that. Had to get those set up. Hey Shaz, welcome into the stream. How you doing? Don't tell me my Euro stream just... Oh, why did it pause? Why would you pause? I plugged you in. Yep, welcome back. Glad to hear you're doing good. You just missed out on me dropping a 2300 damage battle with 2500 blocked in the Panther. Overall, I'm doing good. Just been streaming for a little bit, about 45 minutes. Started a little bit early, just because of going to be ending a little bit earlier compared to what I usually do. Still going to be a 3-hour-ish stream or so. But I'm going to be watching some football. There's going to be a watch party in town, and I'm going to go to it. Should be a fun little event. But yeah, just continuing the grind. Just again, a very nice battle on the Panther, and it's off to the T43. The beginning of, well, a lot of mid. Liberty Falls, okay, always a very chaotic map, to be honest. Tier 7, I can live with that 100%. Just one artillery, and they have a ram panzer. Ah yes, Deep Rock Galactic, Rock and Stone. I actually played that just a little bit. I had fun with like the, I think, 2-3 hours I played of it one time with my brother and his friends. It was a pretty fun time. I have not played it since, though, even though I understand, like, it's actually a pretty fun little co-op game. Alright, T43, you're top tier, don't let me down. It's still gonna let me down. S51, that's a pretty tough spawn to be in. Let's see who else is bum rushing this side of the map. Panzer 4H, I can kill that. Ram Panzer, that's going to be very obnoxious, and he's immediately my target. I'm gonna hunt this sucker down and make him rue the day he bought the Ram Panzer. Don't worry, Crusader, I got him. Your Panther armor doesn't scare me, nerd. I don't care if there's a light tank in front of me, I'm killing you. You're gonna die, Ram Panzer. There we go. If there is any objective in my life, it is to protect the poor seals from getting clubbed by one of the most obnoxious tanks in this game. Also getting some good spawning. Ah, crap. Yeah, that's how I feel. Like, I could literally care less about what most people are using, but if I see you in a Ram Panzer, I'm going to hunt you down, because you absolutely ruin everyone's day. Same with the T67, to be honest. T67 is also a bit of a cheap tank to a degree. I just can't tell if he's got camouflage on. If he's got camo on, then he's probably using the T-67 just because it's a cheap, slightly OP tank. But if it's a Rampanzer, yeah, I'm gonna hunt you down, bro. I don't care. Stop trying to ruin people's days. There we go, good hit on the setter. Alright, IS, don't call for help if you're gonna keep pushing out into the wide open. You need to back off, or a T-29, you need to back off. You're sitting right in the middle of a wide open valley. Yeah, the turret rotation is very slow for the T-67, but the gun it has is so dang good, and then obviously the speed makes it very much a troll tank at tier 5. There we go. Good pen showing off there. Gotta get some speed because that M44 is absolutely staring me down. Alright, let me see if I can reacquire him. There he is. Pew. He's gonna get behind cover in time because this thing has pretty bad reload. Oh, never mind. He's gonna instead decide to try and shotgun, and that gives me a free kill. Nope. Panzer 348 the shot for the Tiger. Ah, missed the shot on the hill. I bounced another shot from like out of the blue, so I have no idea where that came from. Probably it's one of the tank destroyers. Oh, it's a double RD battle. Yippee. I didn't even realize that. So that would explain why... Oh yeah, the S-51. That would explain why that one shot did a lot of damage. Hello there, Achilles. There's the S-51. Oh, that's a little... This is awkward. Oh, the house ate the shot. Alright, that's fine. We're still in a really good position to win this, I will at least admit, because we got them pushed into their spawn. Alright, well the last two tanks alive are that Achilles, who has almost no health, and the M56, who's a pretty tough guy to kill, to be honest. A lot of speed, very low profile little tank destroyer. Especially given that it, after all, is literally just the epitome of we slapped a gun on this tiny little vehicle and saw what happened. Well, I understand that those watching might not be football fans, but I'm watching football and it looks like Germany just got their first goal, or their hoped first goal, negated by offside. Or actually, not offside, he literally trips one of the Swiss players in the box, so yeah, that's not going to be a goal. Oh boy. Okay, so now the... I guess when you have two artillery and you know the general location of the arty, you might as well just shell the ever-loving heck out of the spawn until someone dies. So this god old P-88's got to move up. He's got to do some spotting for the arty. Yeah, they still have to deal with a very, very stealthy. The M56 is very stealthy, and that gun, it doesn't mess around, especially when you only got 126 health. S51 over here, and the SU8 just died. Yep, there's the M56. So that means that coast is clear for the Guardal P88 to move into the base. Not very clear, though. See, he's got to start capping is the problem. Alright, well he took out the Arty, so if that tells us anything, the M56 is moving more towards our spawn, and maybe, just maybe, he's far enough away not to counter the Garl, but at the same time, that thing has enough speed to catch up. Oh boy. Come on, buddy. Let's hope that the M56 doesn't have situational awareness and just come by and annihilate you. Oh, don't move, bro. Just stay behind your house, nice and safe. Up, he's toast. Yep. Bruh. Haven't played WoT in like a week. I literally haven't played since Monday. I'm right there with you. Again, I've been very busy. And also, like, again, I mentioned this earlier in the stream, but you weren't around for that. I have been playing a lot of Destiny 2. I got really back into Destiny, and so I found that my go-to game. I got the Pascucci's again. I killed one of the Arty, and I got the, oh gosh. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, I got back into Destiny 2, and so that's been like my time sink game as of late. So that's great. Sorry, just moving a package that just got delivered. Yeah, but I've been playing Destiny 2, and I'm not complaining. I've been enjoying Destiny 2, but then that means I haven't been playing World of Tanks nearly as much as I probably should be to finish the season pass. And yeah, you got back into Deep Rock, you know. It's very fun when you get back into a game you haven't played in for a while, but then when it starts eating up all your other time, it starts to be a bit of a mess, because it's like, man, I need to finish this battle pass so that way I can go off and enjoy all the other things willy-nilly. At least that should be the mentality I should have, but sometimes I just get home, or I finish work, I finish cooking, and I'm like, you know what? I just want to play Destiny. Especially because for me, I'm catching up on a couple of years of content for Destiny, to be honest. Like, if you're aware of Destiny's expansions, I've literally powered my way through a couple of them. I finished Shadowkeep and Beyond Light recently. I've been just powering through a lot of content and having a lot of fun, but I've just been also not playing this as a result. How much more XP for the T-44? A lot. I think I'm a little bit over halfway through the XP needed for the T-44, or I'm actually not there yet. I have no idea. But I know that I'm not close enough. I could totally use free XP, but it would absolutely hurt my soul to use like 50 grand free XP. So I'm just powering through the T-43, you know, I'm in a top tier battle again. I'm in tier 7, so this thing will do a lot, and it will put up a good fight, to be honest, in a tier 7 battle. Yeah, I'm hoping I'll have a lot of fun with the T-44 as well. Spot Panzer 1C, god, bad gun depression moments. Spotted a couple of people, Wolverine, and the KV-1S. Soviet bad gun depression moment. I just missed a shot on the Spot Panzer. Nope, not getting that shot off on me, bruh. There we go. Oh dear, a T-20. That guy is a guy he can give you a hard punch, that's for sure. Focus on him. Ah, the house ate that shot. The house always wins. Okay, oh boy, another double RD battle. These artillery can just be gone. 80% marks of excellence on the T-44, that's pretty good. Can't allow this T-20 to get away. Well, the good thing is that everyone, for the most part, is brawling over here on this side of the map. Sorry about that, LTG. Come here, T-20. Where are you going? Where do you think you're going? Are you trying to be sneaky sneaky? I'm not going to let that happen. Yep, not happening, bro. Bro really thought he was being super sneaky. Okay, so there's a couple of heavies over here, but they're not really too strong. It's like a couple of tier 5s. Gotta be careful though, because there's bound to be some tank destroyers on the back line. Oh, Tiger P. And of course it bounces. Alright, time to get out of here. There's some tank destroyers on the back as per usual. You know what? I think I'm gonna go start capping. I've taken enough of a beating. Force them to try and start coming for the base. Oh! Spotted a tier 5 Chinese tank destroyer. Ooh, got the block off. Okay, so his gun's not much of a threat to me. Someone else over there is a threat to me, though. And the artillery, of course. Can't have fun without artillery. Leave me alone. Gosh, I hate artillery. We should win this one. But this is World of Tanks. So you can never, ever guarantee such a result. Thank you, M12. That's exactly what I was asking for. Actually, why am I still pushing this way? I can just go back into the base now. Oh, little lag hiccup. And... yoink. Alright. So now I sit here. So the last tanks are the Tiger P, which, yeah, he's right over there on the middle ridge. GW Panther, AMX... Alright, so... those two tank destroyers, they're not awful. They're tier 6. They can actually do a bit of damage. I just hope that they're still sitting on the back line instead of pushing, which would be nice. Oh, I can get a cheeky shot over there, but the armor angling is not going to help me at all. There we go. So that shot from the ARL killed the Slapjack, which does tell me that he is sitting on the back line. And he killed the LTG. Okay, so that tells me that I'm safe from at least one tank destroyer. Because the ARL is just hanging out on their back line. While this one Tiger P kills everyone on the middle. And there go everyone else. So thank goodness I'm capping. So the bishop took out, but now the problem is I'm over here, and I have to wait 2 more minutes, which is a long time, to try and cap. I'm actually going to move back to this little bush cover. Ah, dang it. Destroying my cover. Oh boy. so there's no more heavy tank. The ARL V39 is a far away distance, and he's kind of slow. He's not a very fast guy. I'm worried about where that Jagdpanzer is. The Flat Panzer, the Jagdpanzer 4, is actually a big threat to me. Oh, he's contesting. Oh, there's the ARL spotting. Ooh. Oh, thank God. Thank you, M12, for getting that kill. Oh, he's got the best gun. Ooh, okay. So now it's just the Flat Panzer. I got so lucky that ARL, the tracks ate the shot, because I'm going to be real honest, y'all. That was the best gun that you can equip on the ARL. And the fact that I didn't just at least lose half my health. I just got a message. Is it from the ARL? No. That guy's a PS4 player. I got a message from someone. I don't think they're actually in this match, so it might be just a bot, because there's a lot of bots now just sending random messages in Xbox chats now, which is annoying as heck. Yeah, oh boy. Okay. So at the very least, I gotta just chill here, hope to capture the base, draw the Jagdpanzer out. Because if the Flat Panzer gets spotted, at the very least I know that if he's on anything below full health, the M12 could probably one-shot him or two-shot him. Because the M12's gun is ridiculous. Back into my bush. Because even though I know that this thing doesn't really have stealth, I might as well try. You know, I'm also kind of hoping that this Jagdpanzer's AFK, to be honest. Because I have not seen him once. I don't even know if our team has seen him ever. And the fact that he hasn't even come over here tells me he might be AFK, or he was like trying to find the artillery. Either case, I hope he's nowhere near me. Okay. The M12 is joining me, which he's got full health, so maybe if anything, if the Jagdpanzer gets spotted and gets distracted by the artillery, that might be a little helpful. Man's just taking, yeah, forward post. Alright, well this is a GG. Prob just chilling. Yeah, I'm gonna guess he went AFK. Because I have not seen him at all this battle, so maybe he was AFK, and I'll take that. So no surprise, me and the M12 end up in the winner's circle, the top 3, M12 player of the match. Yippee. Oh man, that was a little tense. But yeah, I'm gonna be honest, that ARL player probably pretty angry, to be honest. I would be mad too if my shot with my big gun that does a lot of damage and has good pen does 0 damage and just gets eaten by the tracks. I would totally be completely ticked off if I was in the same situation as the ARL. Alright, so a lot of completion. Yippee, I got gold and a war chest. Alright, y'all. Let's see how I get ripped off by this free loot box. What do I get? What do the wargaming gods give me? pretty bad, to be honest. 50k silver, 150 gold is nice, and then a whole whopping 750 free XP. That sounds about right. No goodies for me. Gonna go do something with a friend in Deep Rock and be back. Alright, well, have fun playing Deep Rock. That's a pretty fun game to enjoy, to be honest. And while you do that, it's time for... oh, God. Really... well, actually, it's not an awful tank. It's not a terrible tank. The T-34 one's not awful. But it's very dependent on being top tier, just like the T-43 is. So we'll try to get ourselves a dub in this and see what we can do here. And a bit of a surprise, the Swiss are on top of Germany 1-0. That's kind of interesting. I'm keeping an eye on the weather right now because it's supposed to be thunderstorming in a couple of hours. Between the hours of 3 and 6, potential for big ol' thunderstorms. Which, obviously, I'm not going to be streaming, but if I'm going to be at a watch party, it's going to make getting out of there kind of interesting, because it's not exactly very easy to leave a building when it's just a downpour. So I'm kind of hoping the downpour misses in a bit, because that'd be nice. For now, though, another Tier 7 battle. We're getting actually pretty lucky in terms of the tier spread on Ghost Town, which, it's an okay match. Alright, pitter-patter, let's get at her. So I have this thing at least fully kitted out. It's just a very long XP grind to get to the following tank. And its armor isn't that great either, to be honest. In a Tier 5 battle, I might be able to do a little bit of trolling in terms of armor, but I don't know. There is nobody pressing the south side of the map, which is a major problem. Oh, hello there, T-71 CMCD. Snapshot, good shot, to be honest. Okay. I can afford to trade shots with you. You can't afford to trade shots with me. There we go, another good one. T-25 too. Not really looking to get into a gunfight with him, just because that gun is decently spicy. I'm not going to get a good shot on him. This gun takes way too long to aim. That VK-30 though, you want to keep pushing this way? Nope, that Tiger P wants a piece of me, and I don't want a piece of him. So, yippee. Thank you, Artie, for tracking him for that split second. I don't want to deal with you, bro. Don't mind me, I'm just backing off. I don't want a piece of you. Yep, he ate that shot as expected. Yep, I'm dead. Had no support there because everyone's clumped up in the northwest corner. They're just real bundled up there. Oh great, we have an AFK T-29. That's great. We're still winning because these guys don't understand. You don't don't shoot the turret of a fully kitted out T-29. Well, this T-29 is doing nothing, but in that process of doing nothing, he's actually putting up a good base defense, which is just hilarious, to be honest. So we should win this, given that the enemy team can't take advantage of an AFK heavy tank. Oh my gosh. Easy 8 Sherman shotgun by the SU-14-1. That's pretty funny. So now all that's left are a Citadel and a M12. Not too bad tank-wise. Now this guy's using the Comet, which I'm going to be honest, the Comet is a fun medium tank. I enjoyed using the Comet and getting all the way to the Centurion. It was a grind that didn't feel too awful, to be honest. It was a pretty solid one. There's a couple of good medium tanks at this tier 7, but there's also a couple of stinkers. And by a couple, I mean most of the ones that follow the Chiri. And wait, what? How did the how did the T-29 kill themselves? You know what? I'm not gonna ask questions. Gotta win. That's what matters. Still concerning how that T-29 found a way to kill himself on this map, because I think there's the water behind him, but what happened, man? I didn't do a whole lot that battle, which, not surprised I didn't get a whole lot in return. And so before we run out and do some combat with the Chiri, I am going to take a short little break. Going to stretch, get up, do all that, refresh, and that kind of stuff, so take the short break, because we have, after all, been at this for about an hour, 14 minutes. So take the short break here, and then we'll be back with the Chiri, a Japanese medium tank that I actually really do enjoy. And then, of course, the one medium tank that, for the last couple of streams, has been a bit of a troll to me, the T-34-100. So, once again, we'll be back, take a short little break. And also, please hydrate, y'all. All right, welcome back. Make sure I'm in party chat. There we go. All right, so we're back now after the short little break. We had some time to stretch. Still kind of stretching out right now, to be honest. Ugh. Well, we had a solid start here overall. We're now going to be taking the Chi out for a spin, and let me just make sure the device I'm using to moderate chat and everything is plugged in, and there we go. Huzzah. Caught it just as it was going into power saver mode. Oof. Sorry. Well, we're going to go ahead and roll out, Autobots roll out with the Chi. Just make sure, I think I just got... no, that's okay. And I'm going to be honest, I love running the Chi with just the standard gun. I know there's the option to put on like the auto loader variant of the same gun, but it's the exact same gun, same penetration and damage values. And while you have that faster burst of damage, also the longer out of combat like moment of having to reload, I don't know, it doesn't really hit for me. So, you know, while it is that faster, that bigger burst of initial damage, it's also just a lower DPM in general, to be honest. And so we got ourselves Sibirogorsk, tier 8, so first tier 8 in a little bit of time, to be honest. Alright, now we're adjusted. Got an AMX Chaffee in front of me, so someone's got the battle pass. Alright, hitter patter, let's get at her. Honestly, this map, it's very hit or miss in my opinion. Obviously, you know, you got your two big corridors here that force a lot of the fighting to go on in the little valleys, but you know, I also do think the south side of the map is really obnoxious to traverse, especially if you're coming from the north. It's just very interesting because, you know, these two sides of the map, they mirror each other. You got a big old part of high ground where the base is looking over, and it just makes it where you obviously encourage people to push one flank or the other, which is kind of a flaw to the map, to be honest. M56, get a shot in on him. Dang it, couldn't get the whole gun on him either. This AMX-13 is a little risky. He's taking a beating to start his time. Oh dang. Don't want to peek myself out there, to be honest. Not until we've gotten rid of that AMX. He seems like he's gonna get away without death. Alright, come on, there we go. M56 is in cover. I gotta wait until I go undetected before I'm gonna start rolling out there to try and advance. Alright, there we go. Now is the time! Godspeed. This thing doesn't have the highest speed, but definitely is getting in gear when I need it to. Let's go, AMX. I got you. Oh, bad gun depression. At least I got the shot off and damaged the gun. So many of these tanks have kind of sad gun depression, to be honest. There we go. Oh dear, they're starting to fall on the western flank, so we gotta kick it in gear over here. What do we got? KV-3, and there's some sort of tank destroyer out there. So that shot he fired off, and I didn't spot him as a result. Ow. Ow. That hurt. Get behind cover. There you go, y'all. Keep them held up on the north. There we go. Ow, criminy. Missed another shot. That is one downside about this tank, the Chivalry. It doesn't have a very good turret. And it's also such a tall, medium tank that it's real easy to get just, you know, absolutely littered with bullet holes or shell holes. There we go. Good hit. Ah, the Lanson behind me. Someone can get rid of that light tank, that'd be good. And well, let's see what's going on over here. We got the VK-100 taking on the KV-3. Well, he doesn't have to worry too much about taking damage. This thing is just a massive brick, essentially. There we go. So KV-3 finally removed from the picture. However, they're still fighting a good fight in the hills. But given that, you know, we're in a good advantage here, we're capping their base. They aren't even remotely close to ours. We should get a good win. Oh, and now we're no longer capping because the mediums went forced to defend as they should have, and now this is getting a little bit dicier. Come on, VK, you see a couple of guys pushing right there. Get them. And come on. Nope. Alright, refocus. There's the Lanson to your right. Or, okay. Target selection. And he's getting himself into a spot to potentially get flanked right here. Yep, he's gonna get circled. He done goofed. Oh, for crying out loud. What is with us having AFK guys in back-to-back matches, y'all? An AFK Citadel. And so now it's a 4v2, but more realistically a 3v2, given that one of our tanks isn't even playing. Well, this guy's in a tough spot. He's got a whole whopping 2 health against a couple of medium tanks who can absolutely one-shot him. Welcome back to the chat, Shaz. Well, you haven't missed too much. I've just been using the Chi-Ri. First battle is going down to the wire, as you can kind of see. So they got the lands in here, and they know that the M48 is... Yeah, a whole whopping 2 health on this M48. He is... There he goes. That last shot did 5 damage. So he got kind of a funny death right there. And so it's really a 2v2 now. I hope this guy's also not AFK, because it might actually end up being a 1v2 to be honest. Oh, he's playing. Okay. Because, yeah, that Citadel and Spawn is currently doing nothing. There we go. Just got to get the last kill. Come on, y'all. You got it. Just one more shot to the M48 ends it. Oh, you're kidding. That's a tough level. How did the hammer die? Does the game just kill you if you're AFK all game? Is that a new AFK penalty that happens on console? Because this is the second time I've seen a guy who is AFK just die suddenly at the end. So is that new? Did Wargaming sneak in a way of, like, punishing you for not playing, which is your tank spontaneously explodes at the end of the battle if you've been AFK the entire match? I'm not opposed to that, but it's kind of funny. I wonder if... Oh God, there's a way to watch replays. I think there's a way to watch replays on this. Hold up. Detailed report. Watch the replay. So I'm going to watch the replay. Yeah, let's download the replay. Let's see what happened. I'm curious. So we're going to play the replay. This is the first time I've ever actually messed with the replays on this. Okay, I don't want the enemy team's players. Oh God, this is terrible to sift through, by the way. I don't know there's no order to this. I have no idea. Here we go, the hammer, and then we're gonna play back control. We are going to skip ahead like all the way to the end and see what happens to him here. Because he just dies at the end, and so this is right now where the last 2 mediums are fighting on the hill against the other 2 mediums. You can see them off in the distance. They get the lance in, and so then they're fighting off against the M48. Yeah, oh my gosh. They added an AFK penalty. Oh my gosh. I have no idea. I did not realize that was like... Wow. That is actually hilarious. So, we have discovered that they have added an AFK penalty to World of Tanks on console. Because, like, the thing is, I never saw that, but I noticed it in the last match. I was like... So in the previous match, which he missed, it was in the T-34-1. It was on Ghost Town. We had a T-29 who was AFK in spawn all day, the entire match. And I saw him die at the end, and I was like, what the heck happened? Did he, like, come back, or did, like... I don't know, was, like, his kid there? Like, did he have a kid? And, like, the kid just held back and he drove into the water and drowned or something? But this one confirmed it, and that's hilarious. So I have no idea when they implemented it, but that is actually just amusing beyond all compare. To watch how World of Tanks, for all, you know, for whatever reason, which honestly I'm fine with that, implemented an AFK penalty, which is destroying you. That is so wild. Well, I'm happy I stumbled upon that, because now I know that AFK players are starting to get punished because by spontaneously exploding you lose a bunch of silver for the repair cost, and then you lose XP also for not, you don't gain any XP, you gain very few XP, so that's amazing. That's really funny. That made my day a little bit. And so now it's time to use the T-34-1 100. And for those who have watched the last two streams, you know that this has been the tank that tries to ruin my day. So let's see if that's the case here. Yeah, it's trying already. It's a tier 9 battle. Oh my gosh, man. Why? Why you gotta do this game? What do you have against me trying to get through the T-34-100? Oh my gosh. I don't understand the logic here, man. Now you can make the tanks that we hate summarize standing in the base for the whole game at the end if they even explode. There you go. Oh, man. Yeah, the guys who just camp at spawn the entire time, maybe the AFK timer just triggers and nukes them. W feature, absolutely. I think that's a major win, because that punishes people for, you know, obviously, you know, people go AFK for any reason, for a whole multitude of reasons. But for, like, people who try to just, like, abuse systems and go AFK and stuff, that's massively hilarious, and that's a good feature. But unfortunately for me, in this one, it's a tier 9 battle in the T-34-100. They have a Teeth Breaker. And if I see that Teeth Breaker coming at me, I'm setting the control down. I'm not gonna deal with it. Oh, there he is already. There's a couple of Teeth Breakers in this battle, and I'm scared. The Teeth Breaker is, like, a good way to... Okay, it's just a Lycan. Okay. Just a tier 7 light tank. We're good. I lit him on fire, but... I will carry this one. Ah, yes, the T-34-100 is going to have the best battle in history. Bottom tier in a tier 9 battle. Ooh, that's not good. Okay, Comet, come here. Come here, Comet. Fight you. Come here, bro. Oh, no. No. Teeth Breaker, get out of the way, 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 get out of the way! Oh my gosh. At least you killed him, but sheesh, man, I'm trying to not die from the Sturmpanzer. Thank you very much. Tracked him, at least. There we go. Oh dear. Okay, he killed their Teeth Breaker. Good. Oh, T-44-100. We're getting flanked. This is not good. Not good, not good, not good at all. CD, hold them off while we try not to die here. Ouch. Seems balanced. Let's nerf the bar. Your Teeth Breaker already clipped 2 tanks. Wargaming moment. Yeah, this looks real right. Alright, so we have survived. Alright, Type 61 and a hammer. Okay, we can help you out with that. Oh, that's bad. Excellent hit. Oh no. Yeah. The minute I saw that Dreadnought, I knew I was cooked. God, that Teeth Break is going in. He's already got 3 kills. And then here's the other Tiefbreaker all the way across the map. Yeah, the bar is not good. I'm not ready to get my hands on it at all. Because I'm having decent fun with the derp gun, you know, tank destroyer line. Yeah, none of them have gun depression. You know, I'm on tier 7, which is the Sturmpanzer. That thing has pitiful gun depression. Oh boy. Jeez. Avert your eyes. This is gonna be a crime in the making as he's reloading. Dang, okay, that guy just ate an arty shot like no tomorrow. Well, we won, which, you know what, that's fine by me. Rare instance of us winning on the first try with the T-34-100. And no surprise, a pair of Tiefbreakers were in the top 3 of the team. Oh, let's go, come on. Almost there to a new perk with this guy. You can. The stock gun has 1 degree of gun depression, and the best one has 0. That is actually cursed. Oh, I killed the Lycan via fire. Let's go. Fire, baby. Alright. Completed another stage of that done. I could care less about these, like, super duper camos, to be honest. Yay, still a long grind to be away from that. So, anyway. On to the Leo, which is a tank that I still am not even close to actually fully maxing out. 3k for a dinky little radio, and then another 18,000, well no, that's going to be 15,000 afterwards for the gun. However, first, I'm going to go back to you, Commander. We're gonna spend that 402 free XP, and then we're gonna give you Born Leader. So hopefully that makes the T-34-100 a little bit more effective. You can check not for Top Gun, you can for stock. Let me go into the tanks screen then. So that's gonna be German. Let me find these derpy tank destroyers. Let's turn to the bar, preview the vehicle, module overview. Doesn't tell me how much gun depression it has, it's terrible. It doesn't tell me what the gun depression is, which is really annoying. Wait, actually, I'm sure if I... ah, gosh. Details. Here we go. This is what we're looking for. Yeah, max depression 1 degree. That is brutal. That's rough for the primary. And then... yeah, that's actually really funny. Top Gun has 0. Oh, I can't wait to get my hands on that. That's gonna be such a fun time. Oh, let's get the Leo going. Oh man. That's so wild though, how it's like, what's a vehicle we need to nerf? I got it. A tier 9 derp tank destroyer that takes an eternity to reload, or a freaking tank with a 15-shot auto loader that just clips through everyone. Alright, so tier 8, a lot better matchmaking-wise than what we got previously. There are no Tiefbreakers out there to absolutely destroy me. So, in that regard, major dub. We're just kind of clawing and fighting our way through the Leo now at this point. Welcome to the swamp, where things are gonna get dicey real quick. let's see what we can do up this way. I don't very often push on this side of the map, to be honest. So I'm not quite sure how this will go. And I'm so far the only person alongside the Spa Panther going this way, which is a bad sign. Yeah, the wheel of nerf. It definitely feels like it, to be honest. Alright, well there's no one else pushing this side, so I am not going to be putting on the big boy pants. We're going to sit here. Cruncher and the Winds of Arrakis. He's got one shot into one of those guys. Oh dear. Another good shot and get into the STA. Alright, Spa Panzer, I think it's a good idea if we both back up here, because we're not going to have any support. My guy, you need to fall back. Can't even get a hit on the Cruncher. I can get a shot up on the IS though. There's the Winds of Arrakis. Wasn't expecting to bounce that shot. Ow, there we go. There we go. That's the more accurate kind of damage I'm expecting to get shot at here. They're still pre-fire in this bush. Help me, please. I'd appreciate some assistance, team, because they are gonna overwhelm this flank very soon. Oh, crap. Okay, you know what? Just ignore me. Yep, don't mind me. Dang it, they started minding me. They nerf the most random possible tanks. Like, if we had 100 guessing what they will nerf, you're gonna get it wrong. That's fair. Most forgotten tanks that aren't OP, they're just balanced. Yeah. It takes a lot of mind-bending logic to try and figure out why they nerf a tank in WoT tanks. You're probably going to have a much better time not thinking that hard on it, because if you do, you're gonna actually probably lose your mind, to be honest. Well, this team's gotta either start capping or go back and defend, because we're gonna lose if not. Rocket science is easier than figuring out why they nerfed. Yeah, you know, it really does feel like that. Get a degree in theoretical physics before you can figure out why wargaming applies nerfs as they do. Well, it looks like we're probably losing this one. Oh, they actually got the reset off, but the problem is there's 3 guys over there just ready to head into the spawn, into the base, and that's exactly what they did. So it doesn't much matter if you get the reset off, if there's 3 other guys right there ready to just start capping. Well, what a surprise. The lemming train does not win yet again. Very rare does a lemming train tactic work. Well, a very winnable battle ends up in a loss because Fortunately, the team just decided to push way too hard on one side and then left the other side wide open. Yeah, I'm still doing the AMBT contract, and also in general still working on the Patriots season. I finally finished like stage 4 of the AMBT this morning, and I'm on stage 5 now, which is actually a lot more doable, to be honest. I think, anyway. Yeah, I saw someone in the earlier battle, on the tier 9 battle, someone was rocking the AMBT, and I'm like, good for you, you finished that one off. I think a lot of people realize it looks like a pretty fun little tank. I think it's got really good turret armor is one of the things that's drawing a lot of people in. Well, we're in another tier 8 battle with the, here on Hidden Village. I was going to say their top tank's an IS-6, which I don't think this gun's going to do any damage. Pretty decent tank. Yeah, that's what I figured. Like, the funny thing is they threw the roundabout out. They're like, hey, y'all have the roundabout. It's a very short grind, but, like, I'm gonna be real. These mercenary tanks are not that great, man. Like, the only good ones are higher up in the tiers. The ones at the lower to mid tiers are pretty mid. And so it's like, oh yeah, here you go. Here's the tier 4 tank destroyer, the roundabout. I'm like, I am not even remotely intrigued by the concept of grinding that little POS. Shot was not near. The machine is great, but it's tier 10. Yeah, and the thing is, I don't have enough high tier tanks to actually do that grind. If I had more tier like 8s and 9s, I'd be able to do that grind. But unfortunately, most of my tanks are at tier 7, so can't really even do progression if I, oh no, wanted to. This location's got a lot of spicy tanks here. Afraid. There's a motherland chilling right over there, which is not great. We got Dreadnought. Sorry about that. T-28 prototype. Okay, nobody's looking this way. Yeah, there's no way I'm penetrating the frontal armor of that guy. He was angled with like the broadside facing me, but then he turned to face me, and that's not great. Yep. Oh, how much I want to just YOLO out and try to get out of this spot, but I can't. Proxy spotted by the motherland. Yeah, I'm just gonna... I'm just gonna back off. Oh baby, Dreadnought. I don't want to be on the receiving end of that sucker. And so the swarming begins. busted. Yeah. Out, 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 yep. We're getting blown out, that's for sure. Yippee. And well, thanks for the follow, new follower, Snowfall Dragon 1. Thanks for following. Hope you're enjoying my getting destroyed in Tier 8 battles. What a close, yeah, what a close game, man. This is going down to the wire. Hope you're enjoying, though. Just, well, you know, even if I get a little annoyed, still having a fun time for the most part. Just blowing up many, many times on World of Tanks. Y'all almost had it. Yeah, that's the spirit right there, man. Wow, the Dragon bounced a shot from the Dreadnought. That's pretty good. Well, everyone's cramped into this corner. There goes the AMX. There we go. Well, blowout victory, yippee. Oh, not blowout victory, blowout loss. Blah. I'm going to bungle this language as many times as possible. GG? Yeah, GG, I guess. I love how they were just defending each other's backs. Yeah, they were like, you know what? We're together until the end. And that end was 2 seconds later. Find yourself someone who will protect your back, like how that Dragon and AMX were defending each other at the last second. Get yourself one of those people. Okay, so we got Serene Coast, another Tier 8 battle. I could give it or take it, to be honest. It's not a bad map at all. This tank's not awful either. It's just, I really would like to have the better gun, to be honest. That's still a hefty little XP grind away. At least there's no artillery, to be honest. This map is very open, and so if there was arty, it'd be a little bit more nightmarish, but instead, you know, got ourselves a solid one. I really just don't know which flank to push, to be honest, in a tank like this. When you're bottom tier, it's not really fun. Yeah, when you're getting outspotted by a mile. Thankfully, I'm a tier 7 and a tier 8, which is not the worst. Again, it could be a lot better, but... actually, no, I'm still technically bottom tier, to be honest. There's no tier 6s. So tier 6s, at least, they're avoiding the suffering that would come with this map, to be honest. So already spotted an enemy light. And yep, already the cross-map sniping begins. Who the heck is aiming at me? How is there already someone up there? Yeesh. Oh, T20, of course. Stinker. Oh wow, he's firing high explosive. I'll take it, because I have no idea why you're firing high explosive in a tier 8 battle, bro. Especially at a medium tank. It's not like I'm a light tank. Or an arty, you know. Fire your HE at arty, not at a literal medium tank. Alright. Okay. Just get one little cheeky shot at the T6. There's a lot of options out there, to be honest. There's a T20. He's making a run for it. Ugh. Why does everything besides, like... Nice. One of their tanks killed themselves. That's good. It's good for us. It's always such a pain when it's like, man, the only tanks that got, like, good gun depression are, like, the American tanks. Everything else just has so bad gun depression. Oh, hello there, little light tank. How are you doing? Oh. Alright, kick it in gear. Speed. Speed. Get to cover. Yeah, this thing can kick it up a notch when it needs to. Got a spot assist. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. You back up. Back up, buddy. Oh man, that low roll. Sweden knocking on the door with the second best gun depression in the gate. With the best gun depression. Man, that's actually rough. Sometimes I don't feel like it. Oh, ow. That was bad. Hey, get up there, VK. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what I'm doing on the front line there. Alright. Come here. Come here. I missed it. Alright, spot assist is fine. I'll take that. That last shot really hurt. Oh, come on. He's got 23 health. No way. Oh, man. Well, I'm not peeking again. I have 35 health. Go. You guys can take the hits. I can't anymore. There you go. Oh, their IS, I think, is AFK. I still can't pen him from the side. Anything other than Russia is... I would say China is right there next to Russia on bad gun depression, to be honest. Oh, wow. This gun is so sad. Because, like, to be fair, a lot of the Chinese designs are just Russian designs, so they also share the horrible gun depression. Yay! We're getting a win, actually, out of this one. 1,000 spawning assists in this was actually pretty good. I'll take that 100%. I think he just went AFK. I think he gave up. Yeah, bro's just giving up at this one. Dang it. Me and the Dragon were in a race for that one. Actually, Russian is acceptable for overall probably the worst nation for gun depression. Yeah, that's the thing. The Soviet tanks in this game have just pitifully bad gun depression. And then as a result, the Chinese tanks, at least a lot of them, have bad gun depression, but it's only because they're just Soviet designs. They start to have good gun depression later when they're actually their own ideas. Yeah, I got spotter and a medium tank. I'll take Hand of God. Yeah, I got a Hand of God there. Everything is acceptable other than the bar. Nothing will beat the bar in terms of being dreadfully bad on gun depression. Ooh. Alright, got another war chest. First of all, gonna buff up that radio. Get me that maximum range. And so now it's a 15,000 XP grind for the best gun, the 10cm M34 can. Alright. Before we do that, though, it's time to go gambling. Let's see what this loot box gives us. Open 37 more war chests until the next guaranteed rare or epic item, unless... Oh my gosh, that's horrible. You know, it comes down to geography. Why would Russia need gun depression? They are on a pretty flat... You know, that's pretty true. Most of Russia, outside of, like, the Urals and even in the Ural Mountains, are not that, like, rocky. They're a considerably flat mountain range overall. That's a fair consideration. If you're not expecting to get into gunfights where you need gun depression, why have gun depression? That's fair. Alright. What we got? Why am I not surprised? I'll take these kinds of supplies. The problem is, I was hoping for more than just that. Oh, Wargaming, you bless me so with the best goodies. Ah, that kind of stung. Okay. Anyway, Moving on to the Italians. P43 Tur, where I'm 9,000 XP from better suspension. Alright, pitter, patter, let's get at her. It is true, actually. Didn't need gun depression, so they made the tank shorter and faster so they can be harder to spot. Yeah, you don't want a tank that's too tall, because then you can get easily spotted, get lit up, that kind of stuff. And then also there's virtue in rounded armor versus flat armor. Yeah, Germany, much more wooded, much more mountainous, need gun depression. Yeah, no, that's very fair. That's a good thing to think about. You design them for, like, the situation you most likely expect, which of course means that the Soviets end up with just dreadfully bad gun depression. Tier 8 battle on Live Oaks, which, okay map overall. Not the worst, not the best. Yeah. There we go, adjust the headset just a little bit better. Alrighty, let's get her going. So I'm not sure what to expect, because I really haven't had too many battles with this tank, the P43 Ter. When it comes to the mediums, you know, I spent a lot of time with the T20, I already got that to tier 8. Or maybe they don't like being depressed. No gun depression. We don't have sad guns here, only the happiest guns in the world. They fire joy and friendship at the enemies. Oh, there's Scarecrow. Oh man. That's too good. Yeah, I really don't know what to expect out of the P43 Ter. I've not had too many battles with it, so I'm not quite sure if it's going to be great, especially in its semi-stock configuration. That was really unlucky. That shot was meant for the light tank, and instead it found me. It's also a double RD battle, which means I can't even afford to be in... Oh my god, that was fast. Well, yippee. Also, nobody's pushing the southeast, so this is possibly going to be a bit of a dud of a match. ISD 152 is getting lit up. What is this team doing, y'all? They just had a couple of guys die from pushing out into the open in slow, bumbling vehicles. Oh, they're already pushing through town. Who spotted me? Someone going through town, I bet. Down the main street. Honestly, having right in Italy at all, that's fair. After all, to be fair, they are like the newest country addition to the game. And you know, they have solid tanks. I haven't like really disliked any of their tank lines at all. Like, you know, there's no, like, I don't feel like there have been too many bad tanks, except for like the low tiers, because the Italian tanks at low tiers are, they're about as bad as they were in real life, to be honest. They weren't that great. But once you get higher, it's honestly not too bad. Of course, there's a lot of theoretical designs, because obviously this is a theoretical Italian tank. This was never produced. And that's where wargaming shines. They're like, you know what? Based off of our theoretical analysis, this thing cooks. Or it doesn't. The tank destroyers are pretty good, though. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm on the Basotto, which is the tier 6 tank destroyer. Oh man, that thing's gun is spicy. And then when you get to the later tiers, they kind of have like semi-turrets. They're kind of like almost turrets. They don't go full 360, if I remember correctly. But the armor... Oh, that gun depression is pretty bad again. But the armor on those turrets is just so good. And... artillery. Yeah. The minute you forget about artillery, they remind you they're there with a big old boom. Much to my chagrin. Oh god, why? Great luck, yeah. Again, I'm going to die on the... Well, it's not really... It's a hill I think a lot of the game community agrees on. They absolutely have to do the artillery and high explosive rework that PC got in this game. Because Arty is not nearly as OP on PC. They're annoying, yeah, but it's more like in the same way that a fly in your room is annoying. It won't kill you, but it'll just be kind of annoying every so often, especially if it's in your face. Artillery in this game is just OP, because you get Death Starred from an orbital strike. So it's just not fun. Not fun to die to artillery, to be honest. Well, now we have just one lonely T-25 quivering in his hole. Well, not a great battle. Not by a long shot. It's a bad day when you're... It's a bad battle when you're losing money even with premium account time. Alright, let's see what we can do in this next one. Hopefully a little bit better. Mines, certified classic map. And let's see, tier 8. I can still work with that. It's another double artillery battle, which... instantaneous amounts of pain. Oh, yippee. Okay. Deep breaths, everyone. We're going into a war zone. There's 2 artillery. And one of them is the M40 M43, which is by all intents and purposes a freaking tactical nuke. Well, at the very least, we're going to be at this for about 40 more minutes or so. Again, wrapping up a little bit early compared to usual, but we got started a little bit early as a result. Yeah, double Arty is always fun. It's truly the most riveting gameplay. I love having to constantly move and hope that you don't just get nuked because you stop moving for 2 seconds. Already spotted by that Walker Bulldog who's doing his rounds. Did I already? Oh my gosh. The fact that I already heard that stupid indicator about artillery aiming at you so fast is just deeply concerning. Aha. Get bounced. So I will say the angling of the armor on this tank does give it a little bit of a good bonus, to be honest, in terms of protection. Stop hiding. I can still hit you, bro. I bounced off of an IS-2 even though he's facing away from me. Come on, I can sub-pen that. There we go. That's a good hit. Hello there, T-20. Nice, been tracked. Almost dead. The Walker Bulldog was the first guy to pen me. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Get at least one of them. Ow. That Walker Bulldog is hurting. Wargaming probably think that Arty is balanced because of the aiming indicator. Probably. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the logic they applied. It's like, what, you mean you're telling me to tell me that you're not getting enough help when the game is giving you a giant warning alarm saying that this big gun that can do 1,000 damage to you or so is aiming at you? What do you mean that's not balanced? Oh dear. This is not good. This is very not good. We're already down half strength, especially compared to them. That guy is in a terrible, terrible jam. Good hit on the IS-22. Now he's facing me though, and the gun's going to become significantly less effective. Yep, there I go. My armor can do a good bit, but not against a double-barrel Soviet shotgunner. Well, more than likely, I'm gonna lose, but that's okay. It's all about the fun you had along the way. Yes, I do have a Tier 9 Soviet Heavy. That is my only Tier 9 tech tree tank. Yeah, that remains my only Tier 9 tech tree tank. I have like one tech tree, not tech tree, I have like a premium Tier 9 tank that I got ages ago, back when Wargaming before 6.0 were experimenting with their own battle pass system. Back when that used to be in the ops section. Shout out to anyone who remembers the operations screen of World of Tanks console. Alright, Heilbronn, a map I was beefing with earlier. Tier 8. I'm really hoping this team doesn't do what that previous team did, which is just sit up here and camp on this hill. For now, I'm going to do the only thing I can do, which is get up off my keister and push towards town. Two Tier 9s and 85k XP from third. That's pretty good. Making some solid progress on Tier 9s. Yeah, no, me, I'm a far away from Tier 9s. Again, most of my tanks are down here at Tier 7, and I'm still slowly making my way into Tier 8 for a lot of these tanks. The different lines, so yeah. Still a bit of a way a ways. And I only have that Tier 9 Soviet Heavy off of the fluky like XP conversion they did a while back. Oh well, that's great. Our light tank destroyed themselves. Good. Gold star for AMX Jackie. I have the most at Tier 6. Yeah. Tier 6 is the beginning of the somewhat long grinds. Tier 5 is okay. Tier 6 is where you start to get tanks that have longer XP grinds, and if they're not great tanks, then you're gonna feel it. Tier 7 is purgatory, if I'm gonna be honest. Tier 7 is my purgatory. Oh no. Because it takes a while to get through a lot of these progressions. Oh, he's got some backup. Sup, Centennial? How you doing? Welcome to the Thunderdome. Ouch. Forgot my turret hatch, my commander's hatch is too high. Yeah, Tier 7, the most boring. World of Tanks purgatory. Oh, there's a TVP being very aggressive. I think he lit the Centennial on fire. Oh, no. That's an SC. Yep, that's an SC-130 PM. You know what? I'm gonna go over here. I ain't messing with that SC-130 again. I have that tank. I know how good it is. I am playing games. I just lost so much health. Also, did they give the TVP a flamethrower? Nice, not paying attention. Aha. Nice guy. Well, I just saw the setter run by. Oh, there's the SC-130. Ooh, I wonder if I can... Ah, you can see through it, but you can tell. I don't think it lets you shoot through that hole. Oh, this is bad. This is real bad. That's a King Tiger. Yep. There's no way I was going to survive there. Yippee. Oh, nice. Germany just tied it up against Switzerland. A little mention of international footballing. Probably going to lose this one again, to be honest, because this team's not doing so hot. I got the King Tiger like a while ago in some event. Nice. I think I remember there was an event for it. I was just not playing as much when I saw that event. So, I completely missed out on it. Which, that's alright. You win some, you lose some. Yeah, this is an L of many L's. Alright, Yag Panther now, what can you do? I ain't nothing. L. Alright, that's fine. Keep it chugging. Okay, Great Wall, what we got? Tier 8. Got it. They also have a Mantis Brigade. Not sure how I feel about that. Okay, I'm gonna push in the valley, even though I know it's probably gonna get me killed. Or at least the South Valley. I don't mess with the North Valley too often. Especially because I know I'm just going to get shredded or something. Well, there might be just maybe 1 or 2 more battles, depends on how long, because I think I'm going to wrap things up at like 2:15, 2:30-ish, just so I can start getting ready, because again, I mentioned earlier this is going to be a little bit of a shorter stream compared to the last 2, where I went like 4 hours playing this game. That's mainly because I'm going to go have a good time, or at least try to. Again, right now I've been watching international football in the background for the entirety of the stream. Like right now, Switzerland just wrapped up a 1-1 draw with Germany, and it looks like Scotland are going to get a scoreless draw with Hungary. And, well, the United States, their men's national team is going to be playing in about an hour, so I'm going to watch it, I think, at a watch party being put on by my local football team. Local soccer, football, you know, what have you. So that'll be nice. Nice, got Trex there, Patton. Oh dear. This is not so favorable. Yeet. You don't see me. We lost badly to Spain, we played horribly. Oh, wait. I'm trying to remember which Spain game you're talking about. Are you Italian? Oh, he stopped moving at the worst time. We need to go defend the base. Croatia. Ooh. I was pulling for y'all, too. I did the bracket for the Euros, and I was like, I think Croatia... This is how much hope I had in Croatia, man. I had Croatia getting to the quarterfinals. And it's not looking too hot for Croatia, man. Yeah, that Spain loss, I watched it, and it was a pretty sad loss, to be honest, because I was watching that, I was like, yeah, no, I think Croatia... You know, obviously, you know, I don't expect them to go and win it all, but I think Croatia, you know, they're a team that can play some upset football. And then that 3-0 game happened, and I was like, I think Croatia might be cooked. Dang it, we lost. Croatia, when it's time for the Euros, I sleep. Croatia during the World Cup, real shit. Oh man. Like, the thing is, Croatia is not officially out of the tournament, you know? No way Hungary just scored against Scotland in the 100th minute. That is wild. No way. Scotland fans are going to be absolutely drinking themselves to sleep tonight. They have had such a horrible tournament. Yeah, that sees Scotland get eliminated, actually. That goal just given up to Hungary in the 100th is just sent Scotland from being in 3rd place to last. And given that Germany drew with Switzerland 1-1. And so Germany wins the group, the Swiss finish 2nd, and now Hungary are finishing in 3rd because they just leapfrogged Scotland. Oh, Scotland, that's rough. That's rough, buddy. But yeah, I was really pulling for Croatia. And the only way they survive is tomorrow at noon my time, they have to somehow beat Italy. That is the only way they survive, because the goal differential is too bad. Actually, no, goal differential doesn't matter. How did they do against Albania? I think they... Didn't you guys draw against Albania? Yeah, you did. So actually, yeah, the only way Croatia moves on is to win against Italy somehow. And hope that Spain just, like, absolutely just destroys Albania. That's rough. But yeah, as I was saying, because I got distracted by the chaos, yeah, I'm going to be watching the U.S. men's national team play in about an hour now from now at a watch party, because it's so expensive to go watch any match in person for this Copa America. They're insane on the ticket prices, and I hate it. So I'm just going to go to a local little spot, my local soccer team, a fourth level soccer team, mind you, football, is hosting this little watch party, and, you know, it should be fun. I have no, I'm going to be honest, this U.S. men's national team's, their coach really is mid. So we'll probably win today because it's Bolivia. They've had a brutal time. But I'm also not expecting the U.S. men's national team to play great football either. Because, like, we got bodied, just destroyed 5-1 by, you know, Colombia a while ago. And then I know we had that 1-1 draw with Brazil, but people are forgetting that required our goalkeeper to turn into God in the net real quick. Oh, this thing has really long loading, aiming time. Oh, the tiger killed him. I'm also in a really bad spot. I put myself in a terrible position. I'm not going to pen the Type 59's turret. Ow. Oh dear. Gotcha, nerd. That's fine. Please kill the bat chat. Messi or Ronaldo? Messi, bro. See, I don't have any beat. Well, actually, no. I find Ronaldo to be pompous. I find Ronaldo to be kind of annoying, if I'm going to be honest. Messi, gotta respect the ball. I do respect the fact that Ronaldo and Messi have both been so big for helping football get more popular everywhere, obviously. It's, you know, it's the world sport, but, you know, I'm in the U.S., right? The U.S. has been painfully slow at getting into football, and it also is a really broken system here in the U.S. because, like, if you want to play football as a kid, your parents have to pay a lot of money, and it's a dumb system. But, like, Messi and Ronaldo have done so much in terms of, like, the name to help football get popular in the U.S., so I can applaud them on that, absolutely. But I find Ronaldo to be annoying. He is kind of a pompous guy. That's fair, you know? And, you know, it's not like I'm going to throw hands with a Ronaldo fan. I find that really dumb. There's no reason to, like, beef with people over whether they like Messi or Ronaldo. I just find Ronaldo a little annoying, but he's just a pompous guy, but he also plays good. He gets paid the money he gets for playing really good, so, you know what? He's kind of earned the ability to be a pompous guy. Messi, I just kind of like him. He's, you know, I remembered him a lot as a kid because when I was younger, well, as a kid, you know, playing, like, when he was for years on the FIFA cover, like, he was on the FIFA cover for years upon years. And, you know, I think Messi's alright. I don't like either of them, like, in terms of, like, I'm not a fan of, like, either in that diehard sense. I just find Messi a little bit more, I don't find him as annoying, but that's just me personally. What I do find annoying is how, ever since he came over to the U.S. and playing in Inter Miami, this isn't really his fault as much as the annoying Major League Soccer MLS owners. MLS owners are annoying. I hate the top level of U.S. football, MLS. They're awful. They do everything wrong. They undermine grassroots football and everything. They contribute to how expensive the system is. They you know, they're awful. The prices are bad. I hate how the team he's on, Inter Miami, ever since Messi joined, have made their tickets so much more expensive. Because before Messi joined, they were a very, very mid team. And ever since Messi joined, they have started milking the price tag on everything. It's really dumb. But that's not really Messi's fault. That's just US football being dumb. Messi doesn't really speak English, so that's, yeah, it's fair. Again, also, I don't think it's fair to expect anyone to, like, have to speak English, which is a very big problem in the US. The amount of Americans here who will, like, beef with people because they don't speak English. It's like, fam, if he's not from this country, why do you expect him to speak English if he's from a country that speaks Spanish predominantly? So, yeah. I don't know. I'm going on a little bit of a tangent, but, to be honest, I don't, like, see either of them as, like, I don't, like, root one versus the other. I just find Ronaldo a little bit more annoying, but he's kind of earned the right to be annoying. Because he's got the money, he plays really good, he's on a really good Portugal team, more power to him. Then you got Messi, who, reigning World Cup champion, finally got that title, because bro was so close a couple of times. I remembered watching the 2014 World Cup where he got a little bit close there, that final, and then Germany just went God mode. Germany did what they had to do. I can respect both, but I don't really go one way or the other. I guess, I don't know. Long-winded way of saying, I'm impartial. They're just both kind of They're both big guys. They're both icons. Yeah. It's just part of him being, such a big figure, so people expect him to be able to speak the language they want, but, it's just kind of an interesting, the nuance of football, and well, just sports in general, especially in the U.S., where there's the U.S. is a pretty bad country in that regard, because for the longest time, the education system only prioritized speaking only English, and would try to, like, it would actually punish students for speaking languages other than English. It's only been in, like, the last 20 or so years that the U.S. has gotten better at being, hey, kids should speak more than just English, because they're kind of on a downside there. I support Messi, I just prefer Ronaldo's playstyle. I don't really get into their personality, but I do look at the mindset. And that's fair. Ronaldo, he plays a good ball. And, he's not nearly as selfish as he used to be in his, like, a decade ago. I think in the past, Ronaldo was a bit more selfish, but now he plays a lot more in the way that he needs to play, given his age, his status, and, especially for Portugal. Like, I remember, like, in their most recent match, he could have easily, scored himself another goal and all that, but instead he gives it unselfishly to make sure the team gets the goal, gets that goal differential buff against Turkey, all that kind of stuff, So he's definitely not a selfish player anymore. And I think, to a degree, obviously a lot of people overrate how selfish of a player he can be, because it's popular to hate on, big popular footballer. I also will say I love Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho is a classic. Shout out to him roasting the Brazilian national team on Twitter, because they've been super mid as of late. And then Luka Modric, yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I really, really like the Croatian squad. I always had a bit of a soft spot for a couple of the Croatian guys. Part of that because when I used to watch my brother play FIFA, he would always play as Barcelona, and then you had, I think it was Rakitic, when Rakitic was, I believe, back on it. Let me double check. I could be wrong. Ivan Rakitic. Where are you from? Yeah, he's Croatian. He's in Saudi Arabia right now. That is wild. No, actually, he's Croatian Swiss. He used to play for Croatia though, because I forget the dual nationality thing. But yeah, I used to love Rakitic's play. Luka Modric is a certified classic. I always enjoy seeing him play. Also, that iconic style with the headband and the hair back, to be honest. But I always, ever since like 2018, like when Croatia went on that miracle run in 2018, getting all the way to the final, I've had a real soft spot for Croatia because they're a good underdog story. And, I really was kind of hoping they would win over France, but that was just such a tough final. And then 2022, the World Cup, they did pretty solid as well. But right now, it's starting to feel like the peak of Croatia's powers are starting to fade away. Which, to be fair, the golden generation, it lives and then it falls, like all of them. Look at Belgium; their golden generation's kind of flopping to a degree. But yeah, that 2018 World Cup was so fun to watch. And for me, I'm Mexican American, so I root actually first and foremost for Mexico. So like 2014 and 2018 were both pretty solid times for me to watch Mexico, to be honest. I remember 2018 though was rough when we lost to Brazil because yippee, Neymar flopping, my favorite. But then if like Mexico's not playing, I'll root for the U.S. even though the U.S. men's national team is so aggravatingly mid. Because like the thing is about the U.S. men's national team, they got talent, they got a lot of young guys. But for whatever reason, they keep... Well, actually, I know why. It's called nepotism. The U.S. Soccer Federation is full of nepotism. They will hire, like, just terrible, terrible coaches. Because, like, they have Greg Berhalter as their coach again, right? He was the guy who made sure they missed 2018. Because remember when the U.S. national team lost to Trinidad and Tobago on the road to miss the World Cup? He was the coach then. The U.S. men's national team fired him. He's gone for a couple of years. We do okay. We fire the next guy. And then they're like, okay, guys, we're going to sit down and we're going to have a real good conversation. We're going to have a real good, deep search for a new head coach. And after all of the money they spent looking for a head coach, they come back to Greg Berhalter for no other reason than he knows the right people. And so as a result, no matter how good the U.S. men's national team are, they are always a team that's going to lose in the round of 16 or the quarterfinals. They'll escape the groups, but they'll never, ever get farther than the quarterfinals under a guy like Greg Berhalter. And that's the thing that annoys me about the U.S. team. Mexico, we're just mid now. I miss the days when Chicharito and Memo Ochoa were my guys on the Mexican national team. We beat Jamaica yesterday. Wasn't very convincing. And I'm also Mexico. I'm like, we could very easily still finish bottom of the group by a miracle, or we get out of the group and then we get eliminated immediately because we're really mid. But yeah, that's where I'm at with international football. My two little countries that really annoy me every year because they never play up to their potential, man. But Croatia, I'm still rooting for Croatia if they can somehow get out of the group stage. But it's a tough fight. Y'all got to play Italy tomorrow, which is not great. They lost to Spain, but this is also Italy, and Italy is the masters of pulling magic out of nowhere. And you got to hope that Spain annihilate Albania tomorrow, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know. I love football. I played as a kid. And then I had to stop playing because it was too expensive. Because again, the U.S. system is broken, where they charge a lot of money for kids to play football, even though a lot of countries make it free. Make it make sense. But I've loved football for years. It's my favorite sport alongside baseball, which is it's getting more worldwide, but mostly U.S. team, mostly U.S. sport. But I love talking football. With our luck, Spain will play worse than when we played against them. Spain gets 4-0'd by Albania. Just immediately fall apart. That would be hilariously cursed, if I'm going to be honest. That would be so awfully cursed to see Spain somehow implode to Albania. But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe Albania is actually secretly cooking. Upset alert tomorrow during the Group B finishers. The Group B finishers. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm loving the Euros. This is the first time I've actually been able to pay attention to the Euros. Previously, I never had Well, previously I wasn't aware that they were happening. Also, the last one was the COVID one, which I think a lot of us forgot about that one, to be honest. Um, but yeah, this is the first time I'm paying attention to the Euros. I've been having fun paying attention to the Euros. Shout out my boy Own Goal, currently on the way to getting the Golden Boot. Um, but it's been fun watching the Euros, and I'm still hoping for Croatia to pull out their black magic that they've shown in the past, but I don't know if they're going to have it this time. And again, major respect to the Croatian squad. I do enjoy watching them play. But man, tough spot tomorrow. But you know how confident I was in Croatia, man? I was confident that y'all would knock England out in the round of 16. Because England are masters of failing. They're masters of failure. You know, they'll bottle it. I was that confident. I was that confident y'all would finish like second in the group or third. And then you would somehow beat England in the round of 16. Mega cursed prediction. But I wanted to give it a little bit of spice versus like everyone else's predictions where they're saying just, you know, England moves on without any opposition. But yeah. Again, I love talking football, and I'm glad that here's someone else who enjoys talking football too in the chat. That's always fun. I will say, I'm going to start wrapping things up here though. I did at the very least get through all of my Tier 7 tanks, which is nice. Taking a look at the seasons, we're now at Tier 59, which I think that was a good 7 stages of progress, which I will take over the course of today. Challenge-wise, the chest earner is a joke. And contract-wise, I made some solid progress on the AMBT, so I'm happy with what we got going here. Not happy with those loot boxes, but this is wargaming loot boxes. They suck anyway. So what we'll say going forward. So this Wednesday, the plan is for, yet again, a single-player-oriented stream. We're going to be trying to wrap up the Call of Duty Modern Warfare campaign on Veteran. Should be part 3 of 3, the finale of that, and the first of our single-player stream series finales finishing up in there. So tune in this Wednesday at 6:30 Mountain Standard, Pacific Daylight Time, whichever suits you, for us to wrap up that campaign, because we only have about 4 missions or so before we get the campaign done on Veteran. And then next week we'll be back at noon yet again for another multiplayer stream, and based on my luck and how I've been playing things out, it's more than likely going to be another World of Tanks stream. So if you're into the World of Tanks content, we're going to be back once again for more World of Tanks console, more than likely next Sunday again. That'll be at noon, more than likely noon Mountain Standard Time. However, if there's another watch party similar to what's going on today, that might be a little bit earlier, maybe a little bit later, we'll see. But noon is the aim. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up here so I can get ready to go watch the U.S. men's national team probably play some of the most uninspiring football in a long time. And have a good one, you too, Shaz. Have a good one. See you around, and hopefully tomorrow the Croatian national team don't give you a heart attack. That'd be nice. But for y'all else, have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your day. Please stay hydrated because it's summer for the Northern Hemisphere. And, well, even in general, stay hydrated. But yeah, a little long-winded. Have a good one, and I'll see you all on Wednesday.